How's it going, gamers? My name is Evan, and welcome to Danganronpa Another. It is time to begin Chapter 5, guys. The penultimate chapter. It's kind of hard to believe that we've made it this far. After months and months of grinding on this game, we are finally here. We are so close to the finish line. I can fucking taste it, dude. That's right, I can taste the finish line. But yeah, I'm super excited to start this chapter up. The last chapter was a lot of fucking fun. It was definitely by far probably my favorite chapter in the game so far. And I cannot wait to see where things go from here. That last chapter was, oh man. I know I complained a lot in that episode, and like I said, it was mostly because of outside forces, but I really did enjoy that chapter. And even though I think the impact of the reveal was kind of lessened, I do think it's kind of cool that they took it the route they did with Satsuki just straight up admitting her lie or her crime and no one believing her. It is kind of a fun concept, now that looking back on it. But also apologies for posting that episode on Valentine's Day. I did not realize how evil that was of me. Listen, man, I just do what I do. I scheduled these episodes Monday and Friday. It's just how things landed. I'm sorry. um, all right, but last episode ended off with Monokuma. Well, first of all, Mekaru is now sort of part of our squad. We all gather together and start coming up with a battle plan. Or more so, Mekaru tried to do that before derailing and starting to blame Mikako for a bunch of shit. And then Monokuma came to us and was like, "Yo, everyone come to the gymnasium, blah, 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 blah." And we got to meet a new character, a quote-unquote transfer student. And that's where the last episode ended off. We only got to see him briefly. But yeah, we have a new student apparently, which is also another really cool idea that I haven't seen done before in any sort of Danganronpa thing. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. I mean, I guess sort of they did it with Mukuro, but like not really. This is like a whole new character that I'm assuming is like joining the cast properly midway through. Um, uh, unlike Mukuro, who was just there at the beginning and then pretend to be someone else, and yeah. So I'm excited to see what they do with this guy. I'm assuming it's the guy who's been locked in the cage the whole time, presumably anyway. So I'm excited to see like what the deal with that was. I'm assuming he also probably has something to do with the killing game, right? Like the behind the scenes machinations of it. Yeah, I'm just excited to meet this fine, dapper gentleman. We don't know anything about him. I've only ever seen like fan art of him, but other than that, I know nothing about him whatsoever. So I'm very excited. I'm so glad I somehow managed to avoid spoilers for who he is, because I didn't know he would like properly join the cast, But yeah, here we are. As like, a proper participant of the killing game. Wonder what his ultimate talent is, too. Is he gonna have one? Well, very nice. Everyone is shocked by this surprise, right? Kisaragi-kun is also a freshman at Hope's Peak Academy, the same as you, but due to some circumstances, he joined late, so let it go. Let it go. Sorry. Yamato. Nah. Yamato? Mikako-chan, do you know him? Hey, Mikako-chan, why did you turn so blue? That was blue? Who are you? Mekaru? I'm asking who he is, the guy called a transfer student. Presuming he is the guy who was locked in the cage the whole time too, he does have quite a happy demeanor to him as well. He seems like totally like not shocked at all by this, like just super chill. So it makes me feel like something is also up, like some sort of like mind alteration is probably going down or whatever. The transfer student that no one expected. A new character appeared in this place that started with only 15 people, including myself. That alone was enough to confuse our heads. A character named Yamato Kisaragi, looking at us with a quiet smile. Mekaru had a fierce stare at him and awaiting him to open his mouth. And finally, when it did, what the fuck? Mado to your heart! Everyone's idol is Yamato Kisaragi! What the... Okay. Is he some sort of idol? Yeah, that was very unexpected. Oh yeah, Tsurugi's got the new goggles too. Looking fly as fuck, pun intended. That's my favorite Mekaru sprite. Just period. I've never seen her so taken back before. Was that okay? Not too ordinary. It seems like I was a little bit bored there. What? What are you saying? Are you crazy? This is a joke. Thanks to you, I just made an embarrassing face. Good lord, I'll throw up. Well, I'm so sorry. Huh? I'm sorry. God, don't let me die. I have sinned, but just forgive me from dying. Yo, what the fuck is up with this guy? The first words that came out of Kisaragi's mouth were a hilarious joke that only seemed awkward by anyone, but soon we realized that his condition was somewhat weird. Oh, hey you! I've already bullied you for how long? I told you to get along with them. Kisaragi-kun is a kid with a soft heart, even though he seems like that. Well, excluding that, Kisaragi-kun, there's a little bit of an abnormality on his own brain. It should be said that their mind is a little off the shelf. It's not normal to be like that, after all. I am called Mato. Yo, are you worried about me? I don't see anything bad here. What? Does he have, like, multiple personalities? I guess maybe so, like Junko, which could be a hint towards something. Who knows? There's something wrong with his brain? That doesn't matter. I don't care if this kid is a genius or a lunatic. Now the important thing is the existence of this being. We know there's been 15 freshmen at Hope Peak Academy this year. We haven't heard anything about the ultimate inventor. What? Did they say he was the ultimate inventor? What? And it's not just that. It's a transfer student who suddenly appeared in the environment. Or was that just some weird thing with the translation? I don't know. Of this very Hope Peak Academy, which was blocked and sealed off from the outside. Because I don't think they said anything about his talent, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just forgetting something. Meanwhile, Mekaru was speaking her complaints about how things were too rapid to get to understand. What? How things were too rapid to get to understand Mekaru's words were cut off by her. Yamatoni. Kurokawa? Uwa? That reaction, you know him too. What's the difference here? Mikako Kurokawa. Kurokawa? Oh no! Oh shit! I don't think that's supposed to happen. Is she okay? It was a single moment. Kurokawa's tears began to blend in bright blood. It began to ooze out of her eyes, nose, and ears like a fountain. She better not fucking die, dude. I swear to fucking God. No. We can't solve the chapter like that. Mikako-chan! Where's my text box? Kurokawa! What the fuck happened to the text box? Boo-hoo! This is more than I expected! I guess her brain couldn't take whatever that electric zap thing was anymore. I hope she's not dead. I'm assuming she's fine. I think if she died there, it would be a bit more dramatic. I mean, she's not fine, obviously, but like, she's living, she's breathing. What do you mean? It's as if you knew that if you showed Yamato Kisaragi in front of us, Mikako Kurokawa would pass out. Well now, don't you all want to know? What do I do? What can I do? The blood doesn't stop. Oh shit, dude, no, she can't. Dude, she fucking dies. I think I'm gonna have to end off the episode just 10 minutes into it. Monokuma, what are you doing? Your role should be to cure a student when they're injured in an accident, like you did with Kinjo. Why should I? What? This isn't exactly an unfortunate accident. She'd rather just die like this. It's like, whoops, she's... I can't read this fucking text over Monokuma's white body. Where's my box? Whoops, she's done too many emotional expressions. How are you supposed to take care of that in the first place, huh? Oh, is that what it is? There's like something inhibiting her. If she gets too emotional, it zaps her. That would make sense. I don't know what the purpose of that would be, but sure. Well, I don't know, so I'll leave it to you. I guess maybe because she does know something about this killing game, so it's a way to keep her quiet while still having her be a participant. What the heck? Well, either way, Kisaragi-kun, come this way. Yes, teacher. Dude, he's totally brainwashed or something. Here, it's Kikuru. I think that moment where he was panicking was like his real self coming out a little bit. Here, it's Kisaragi-kun's e-handbook. Be careful not to use it. But right now, it seems like Monokuma was using him as like some sort of puppet. He seems to be getting too along with Monokuma, you know? Wow, thank you. I'll do it. I'll cherish this. I have explained to you roughly everything about living in here, remember? Then try to get along with your friends. Okay. You guys get along with Kisaragi-kun. Kisaragi-kun's information has been added to your e-handbooks, so if you're curious, you can look at it. Monokuma, wait a... Bye! Sayonara, nincompoops! Damn it, my friend is bleeding and she's collapsed in front of my eyes. Even with that... And my text box is still gone. Everything sucks right now. Even with that pretense of even with that pretense of wanting someone to die, this Monokuma, I can never forget someone like that. What should we do? What should I... Mikako-chan, please wake up. Even if you ask me. You guys stop blinking. Hurry and support the other side. Mekaru? You, the transfer student. I'm so full of things that I want to say, but right now the first thing is to save Mikako Kurokawa because I have to heal a lot from this woman. It'll be difficult if she dies now. Yeah, let's move to the infirmary first. That's what you're saying, but deep down I know you care, Mekaru. I see through the bullshit. It's on the first floor, so the location is close. Dude, a fucking car horn started blazing outside my apartment as it zoomed in on him, and I thought it came from the game. Like a fucking, siren almost. I was like, oh, that's a very pleasant sound effect for this character. Then I realized, wait, it's not picking up on the mic. It's not picking up on the mic. It's not from the game. I got legitimately scared there for a minute. We decided to pick up the unconscious Kurokawa and take her to the infirmary. In the meantime, the revelation of Kisaragi, the transfer student who doesn't even blink, even though a person is bleeding and collapsed, seemed like a creepy person. Oh, did he? He seems normal to me. Chapter 5, Despair Eclipse. Hope never falls to despair. Ain't that the truth? We've seen that time and time again. And hopefully soon we'll see it another time. Well, that just happened. Do I just not get text box anymore? What the fuck? This is gonna drive me actually insane. How can I read this? I can't work under these conditions. But it's like, why? What happened? It wasn't even like that at the beginning of the chapter. It just randomly stopped appearing. After taking Kurokawa, who lost consciousness over massive bleeding, we went to the infirmary together for the first aid. Then we brought her to her private room, and then we immediately gathered in Mekaru's room. A sudden transfer student and Kurokawa losing consciousness. Less than a day has passed since we decided to continue Satsuki's will and defeat the mastermind. we were so confused by the rapid change of the situation. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm gonna read even worse than usual because I cannot fucking like what the fuck? How am I can barely see the fucking letters on a white shirt. Mikako-chan, I'm sure she'll be okay. Please God, bring the text box back soon. I don't know what happened, but I'm praying. Even Kurokawa was knocked down, and Kinjo isn't showing any reaction. The four of us are the only ones in this whole wide school that it feels too unreal. 5. They're not in this room, but there's a guy running around outside. Kisaragi, you mean? No, I don't think he should count. He doesn't seem very trustworthy. Who is he? That person named Yamato Kisaragi. The e-handbook really was updated. Well, if you think about it simply, they would be the mastermind. The mastermind? But didn't Mekaru thought that Kurokawa was the mastermind? I didn't know things were going to turn out like this. But that doesn't mean Mikako Kurokawa is free from guilt. You saw it too, right? As soon as she saw that transfer student, she became anxious and shed tears. I gotta pop my neck. Ugh. That's true. As soon as she saw him, she mentioned Yamato-ni. The most primary candidate is Yamato Kisaragi. At the same time, I can't stop being suspicious of Mikako Kurokawa because we can't reach the conclusion that there's only one mastermind. What? You mean it can't be only one mastermind? The only thing I admire from you is your ignorance. Well, that was almost a compliment, thank you. Rather, don't think that the possibility of the mastermind's revenge was because of the character named Yamato Kisaragi appeared. That means, are you saying the mastermind that it is mixed in our group and the one behind in hiding that controls everything? What did I just read? Right, Maeda's useful. Am I? I think Maeda's having a stroke. I think we should take him to the infirmary too. Think about it. There's no creature called Monokuma in this planet. That means someone is controlling it. Wouldn't explain that Mikako Kurokawa, who was with us, wasn't the one controlling it? Yeah, huh? But didn't Kisaragi and Monokuma move at the same time in the gym a while ago? I'm not sure about that yet, but maybe they did something without our knowledge. It may have been a reserved operation, or because of the distance we did not see it. Even so, it means that he's not a trustworthy person. What is certain is that he's been on the sidelines since we got involved in this incident. Yeah, if they don't have anything to do with the mastermind, they can't come from outside the school either. Still, wouldn't it be better to talk directly with Kisaragi-kun than to be suspicious? We don't know what kind of person he is yet. Mikako-chan is the same. When she wakes up, let's talk calmly. I hate being suspicious like this. I didn't suppose you guys think that person named Kisaragi Yamato is just a mysterious figure that just popped up suddenly, do you? What are you talking about? Huh? Wait, do you have any information about Kisaragi-kun, Ray-chan? Maeda, please for the love of God help me. I don't think I can handle these fools by myself. I appreciate your effort, but, Akane Taira, you saw when we reported about the third floor, right? The Host Peak Academy graduation album. Graduation album? Kisaragi Hanzo. The name of the owner of the graduation album. It's too perfect to be a coincidence, isn't it? Somehow, when I heard the name Kisaragi, I recall where it was, that album. I remember now. I'm more curious as to how you can forget about such an important information. And not only that, you guys did see the mark in the ballroom's arsenal. Mark? You mean the mark with the 2 moons overlapped in blue? Yes, my already heard it before, but that mark is the crest of the Kisaragi Foundation. It's not a widely known company to the general public, but it's a giant company that in the shadows with a broad reach of high-tech science sector. Kisaragi Foundation? Kisaragi! I remember! Brain blast! When I was younger, my father signed to sell robot vacuum cleaners. The source was from the Kisaragi Foundation. Oh my god. Roombas are behind this. Yeah, there's that way that people may know, although it is a company with a lot of secrets. As to whether it was controlling the mass media or not is unknown. Then Kisaragi-kun is from that big corporation family? If that's the case, it wouldn't be surprising, since the graduation album of Hanzo Kisaragi was discovered, and the arsenal has a mark on the foundation. But just looking at this, doesn't it seem that there is some kind of relationship between the mastermind and the Kisaragi Foundation, which we are facing right now? That's right, and it turns out there was one more thing, Mekru. I think the way I read Mekru, it makes the fucking grammatical errors in this translation so much more funnier. just the way I read Mekru, like such confident poise. I think it's funnier than any other character. There's a clue related to the Kisaragi Foundation. Is it really? Which one? At the time I couldn't say anything, but I found a picture of a person who looks like Yamato Kisaragi in the school's office while investigating the 4th floor. Yeah, the photo I found with Kinjo. Finally, fucking keep that! Please, stay! As I had room to organize the situation, I began to think of it. The person in the picture that resembled Hanzo Kisaragi in the graduation album was Yamato Kisaragi, whom I met in person a while ago. Fuck! Unfortunately, Kinjo has that picture right now. That's what Maeda-kun had been talking about with Kinjo-kun in the school's office for a long time? Why didn't you tell us right then? I think I was a little confused back then. Well, things were happening and, despair got to me. Kinjo himself told me to stay quiet and spoke some nonsense. Some nonsense? You come to realize it now, but Kinjo was also suspicious of Kurokawa. Oh, you've come... No, hon. Yeah, no, that was right. You come to reveal it now. But Kinjo was also suspicious of Kurokawa. Kinjo hasn't seen Kisaragi yet, so I wonder if he'll keep thinking that way. Ah, well, he's that kind of guy. But right now, he has become a useless partner. Then, there are 3 clues related to Kisaragi in this large academy. Yes, now do you guys know the reason why I'm suspicious of Kisaragi Yamato? Mikako Kurokawa, who overreacts to Kisaragi, was suspicious for the same reason. But, I wish we could talk to him. You're tenacious. Well, do whatever you want. As I see it now, he's a guy with a broken head, so there's a high probability that there's nothing to talk about. What? Mekaru, where are you going? There's still a lot to organize with you guys. I have to move. It's about time that guy noticed us. Wow, what are y'all doing in here? Monokuma? What? I don't want to see your face. Can you leave now? No, but I was looking for you one by one because I couldn't see you anywhere. I looked around the school. Wait, but what's this? There was obviously nobody in this room on the surveillance camera, right? No way, you guys! You haven't done anything to the surveillance camera, have you? What is he saying now? It must have broken down. Are you trying to cover up your self-management mistakes with us? You really are a wrong piece of trash. Breaking my heart with this sudden profanity. Well, anyway, Miss Mekaru makes sense. The facility's old, so it's whatever. Oh, he's just gonna let go? Okay. Guess that means we can keep talking in secret and plotting behind his back. What? The facility's old. What does that mean? The facility is Hope's Peak Academy? Shouldn't be that old, right? What was it? That was, oh yeah, the switch room in the power room was also a little bad because of the lights out, right? I guess that's what I mean. Oh, did he just slip up? Oh god, I wonder what that could mean. Even if we only lost our memories for a few years, like in Trigger Happy Havoc, like if Hope's Peak is still, a rather young building, like it shouldn't break down that much, right? It shouldn't be that quote-unquote old. Suspicious. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. I can't read like this, man. I don't freaking know. I got worked up about the camera and I came here because I have something to tell you. Well, I think you already know if I don't say it, but the 5th floor of the school area is now open, so it's okay to research as much as you want. Do what you like. The 4th floor was mostly locked classrooms anyway. That's for the 4th floor. If you compare it to the human body, it's a bit sensitive. Shall I say, it's the shameful part of it, okay? Yeah, we're gonna move past that. Don't make strange comments. Miss Taira, your face is blushing. Pooh! Well, rest assured, the 5th floor is wide open. But unlike so far, you'll need to be a little more prepared. It is also the top floor. You guys seem knocked down, so I thought it would be best for the last-minute atmosphere. What? Are you prepared to reach the truth? Then go ahead. Pooh! Think of this as a service for seeing you guys so motivated. Oh, I have to go and see the status of the camera. Bye! I realized the camera's not blocked by the clock now. Whatever spriting error happened was fixed. Well, we'll need to be prepared. He's probably just scaring us for nothing. Anyway, did you see it? So far I was alone and I didn't have much doubts because there were far more people back then. If 4 or 5 people suddenly disappear while the number of people is reduced as they are now, the likelihood of being caught will increase each time. We can't talk for a long time in my room because there's 1 or 2 limits that can let this slide on a basis like I just did. So what shall we do? If it wasn't for the jamming in Mekaru's room, it would all go into the use of the mastermind. For now, let's talk briefly, only when there's something we really need to say. I'll call you when we need it, so you guys act like you normally do. As usual, you're talking about eating in the morning together and not leaving our rooms at night, etc.? Oh, right, you were doing that too. What does it matter? Let's just act together. Instead, I won't lock the door to my room and keep it open, so make sure you come in and out of my room from time to time. Oh, girl, that doesn't sound safe. Keep a weapon on you, okay? Can we go to the arsenal and get Mekaru like a gun? I'm scared of her. And our suspicion will decrease the less time we gather. What's that for? What's with the stupid reaction? Do you hate it? No, it's not like that, but it's a first for someone like Mekaru to suggest that. I knew Rei-chan was a good girl, even though it seemed she... Why do you have to word like that? Even though she seemed to not care about us before, she really helped us a lot. Stop annoying me. I told you not to be mistaken. Oh, she's such a tsundere, dude. I love her so much. She's gradually... I think she might be taking the spot as my favorite character in this game overall, just the more time I spend with her. Because you and I aren't friends. This is just cooperation. Don't try and cross the line with useless remarks. Cooperation means you can be a friend. Don't be so cold, Rei-chan. Shut it. I'll get rid of the jamming soon, so come out and go up to the 5th floor to investigate. Gotta pat my teddy bear's head. Mekaru? Rei-chan, did I make you upset? She's just shy, right? I mean, even if she says those things, saying that she will always keep her door open means that she trusts us that much. Yeah, we're all ready to join forces and smack the mastermind right now. Let's follow Mekaru to the 5th floor and begin our investigation. Oh man, I'm worried something bad's gonna happen to her. The 5th chapter always has, like, a super important character dying. So, like, I could see it being Kinjo or Mekaru. Fuck, honestly, I could even possibly see something bad happening to Yuki. I've been feeling this the whole game, as I've maybe hinted at a few times. But the fact Yuki doesn't have, like, the classic protagonist hair and, you know, all these dark flashbacks he keeps having, and or visions of sorts. The fact he apparently knows who the mastermind is, it makes me worry that, like, something really bad's about to happen to Yuki too, either in this chapter or the next one. I mean, if we're going, I mean, this game has followed a pretty similar plotline to Trigger Happy Havoc, so, like, maybe like, you know, because nobody technically died in Trigger Happy Havoc Chapter 5, right? So maybe I'm overreacting. We'll see. Though Mako did get, you know, framed for murder, so maybe, you know, maybe something just as bad will happen to our protagonist in this game. We'll see. Let's just calm down. I'm just very nervous about where this chapter could go. There's so many possibilities. And a lot of them make me sad. We're still werewolf mysteries, and there's a long way to go. I can feel that our hearts were united in this despair. Someone should find the body for the text box that just disappeared. Someone must have killed it. Kinjo, Kurokawa, Kisaragi, Yamato. The confusion was still the same, but we were filled with hope more than ever. I decided to go with everyone to investigate the 5th floor. Yamato Kisaragi's record has been updated in the Electronic Student Handbook. Okay. Wait, why am I moving so slow now? What the fuck? No, really, why am I moving so slow? Can I just snoop around Mekaru's room? Okay, I can't even read this text, so... I mean, I can, but not really. What is going on with this chapter? It looks like everyone went to the 5th floor. I have to go investigate as well. Oh, okay, it's moving on its own. Ah! The person standing on the way to the school entrance was Yamato Kisaragi. The mysterious figure who appeared a while ago. Well, okay, the text box is back, but it's also now in the middle of the screen, which is... What is going on with the text in this chapter? So many weird things are happening. I wonder if it's, like, intentional in some way? Like, maybe to give you a sense of unease? Or if it's just some weird mistake? I don't know. The game is breaking down. We are watching the game break down in real time. Look how goofy that is. Oh, hello there. You were Kisaragi? Nice to meet you. You haven't said anything since we met to here. I'm Yuki Maeda. Oh, he's pissed. Are you there, Kisaragi? Woo! Ugh! Are you saying I'm attractive? Thank you. Awooga. Are you angry? I didn't mean to. Grr. Well, that was a lovely conversation. What the? Taira's statement about having a conversation certainly made sense, but I can't establish a proper communication, which is likely to be due to his brain state. No, he seemed to be angry with me than anything else. Oh, I wonder if that's a clue towards something. Because, like I said, it seems like sometimes his, like... I feel like him being, like, cooperative with Monokuma and everything is, like, Monokuma, like, brainwashing him in some way. But it seems like sometimes his real self just comes out every now and then. And if Yuki is somehow connected to the mastermind, which has been implied before, if his real self is coming out every now and then, it would make sense for him to be mad at Yuki, you know? Whenever his real self comes out. Assuming he is the guy I'm thinking he is and was the guy locked in the cage. I guess that could still be someone else somehow, but eh. At least when I saw him at the gym, he was easy, but I think he can speak. But why did he just stare at me and stutter? I don't know. Let's think about Kisaragi's issue later and start the investigation on the 5th floor because it's a new place we might be able to find something. Dude, I'm still moving so fucking slow. What's going on? Did I push a button or something that, like, fucked me up? Alt, Shift, Control, Enter, Backspace. I don't know. Is there like a button to toggle running or not? Oh. Something weird happened. Do you see that? Oh, I can press F to move at 3 times speed. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do that for now. I didn't even know I could do that, apparently. I guess it's been here the whole time, but never really needed it until now. Oh my god, yeah, this is so much nicer. Like, look at this shit. I'm moving at a snail's pace, man. Ugh. My fucking grandma with a walker could walk faster. Oh, hey, Maeda, wait. Oh, my best friend Mekaru. Mekaru, didn't you go investigate the 5th floor? I stopped by the library because I have something to investigate. Books. But then I found an important clue. Important clue? Do you remember there was a locked door in the back of the library? Oh yeah, we haven't done anything with that yet. That door opened. Wait, I thought Monokuma would say the fifth floor is opened. I don't know why you didn't mention about the back door of the library, but there's a lot of interesting things inside. The area is open now, so go ahead and see for yourself. Okay, thank you, Mekru. One more, since both Akane and Tsurugi are in charge of the fifth floor without seeing this, why don't you tell them later? They both rushed over there without a second thought. I'll be heading to the fifth floor. Wait, what? Mekru? She just said of Tsurugi and Akane. She's really starting to become friendly with us. Yeah, I like it. It's making me happy. But I can't say this in front of her. Anyway, if something happens to her now, I'm gonna cry. I will actually probably bawl my eyes out. Now I know that there's an open place besides the fifth floor. The door at the back of the library. I'll make sure to check out later as well. Well, might as well do it now since I'm here. Flashbacks to terrible times. But yeah, in Trigger Happy Havoc, this is like the information room where they first find out about Genocider Show or Genocide Jack. And there's all sorts of like government papers and shit in here. So I wonder if it's the same in this game or not. Either way, something big's going down in here. Oh, why is everything toppled over? Can I examine it? It doesn't look like I can examine it. Yeah, I can't do anything with any of this shit. Oh, it's an old book written in an unknown language. Okay. Same here. Yeah. And we got a little lamp. A dim light illuminates the dark room dimly. What? Okay, I guess that was a sentence. As Mekru said, it really is open, the door behind the library, but what even is this place? The room inside the library had a very different atmosphere from the outside, and there were a few books here, but even those were all empty. There was only a half-open book left by Mekru on the desk. Okay, so this is very different from Trigger Happy Havoc. Ugh. There's nothing that stands out in particular, so... excuse me, this is all about the book. Is this the important clue Mekru mentioned? It was a bit of a small book, and it looked portable. It had plenty of pictures, thank God. I decided to read only the part that could be read by picking up the notebook that had only half of it left, as if someone else had torn it apart. I finally arrived here for the first time, being well. By the way, this diary was still here. Well, it's just a few that came here. A day has passed, everyone can't hide their anxiety. They can't just say it, since we can't get out of here. In the worst case, we could live here all of our lives, but it would be better than being... Quite a bit of time has passed. Now the mood is a bit more stable. I feel like it has become that way. However, I feel an unknown anxiety. Is this really it? The anxiety that I have has been growing more and more. I want to believe it, but if there's class among us... Sorry. Don't make the obvious joke. Resist the temptation. Don't say anything about being sus or the imposter. Seems like we would be done since the moment we set foot in here. The suspects are them. They are suspicious. Oh, thanks. That was very specific. After that, the notebook was torn in half and couldn't be read anymore. Okay, interesting. What is this, a diary written by someone? Who wrote it? Plus this content. We can't get out of this place. We might live here our whole lives. These words are like, it's the same as what we are in right now. Was there another killing game here? Oh my god, interesting. But other than that, I couldn't tell who wrote this diary for what reason. Mekru must have read this diary. Rather than worrying myself, let's think about it with everyone later. Nope, gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Yuki, he can really move. Yuki, he's got an attitude. Yuki, going to the 5th floor. Oh my god, there's so much blood. As usual, I take the stairs to investigate a new place. Although a new place is opened, I could not connect to the unusual landscape that soon came into my eyesight. This is the 5th floor? Terrible bloody scent. The ground and walls cracked. It was a terrible sight, as if this was a horrifying tragedy that just happened here. Yeah, okay, so it's very similar to the last floor in Trigger Happy Havoc, too. You must be surprised, Maeda. Mekru? Well, who wouldn't be surprised to see this sight? Yeah, honestly, even I can't help but fight the smell. We will too, because the fifth floor is so far distinctly different than any other floor. It is different if it's bloody like this. You idiot, the blood is already there. But look at the overall structure, it's not the same. Soon enough you'll notice. The structure? Well, it's clear that this is a very interesting place. Monokuma said we need to be prepared. In order to see the fifth floor means there must be something only in this floor. Well, let me look at it from the top to bottom. Don't be dazed and investigate. Yes, ma'am. It's too abnormal. Ugh. The impression of blood and destruction is so intense that it's not very noticeable, but I should investigate first. Ever so slowly. No, just kidding. Gotta go fast. Kind of look at some of this shit. Can't interact with any of the blood, it seems. Okay, and that does nothing for me. Oh, a coin! Just let me reach behind all this blood and destruction and get some money. What are the bathrooms like in here? Oh, don't worry, the bathrooms are nice. Thank God I can still take a peaceful shit in here. Don't mess with a man's shit. Oh, man. What even is this room supposed to be? Some sort of kitchen, it looks like? Yuki, you're here now? Taria, the fifth floor is... I know, it's radical, right? Did you see it? No, even with Sino sleeping in this room right now is... I can't even guess what happened here. It's like a terrorism event just ended. Is that what we're calling them now? Terrorism events? Making them sound like parties. According to... the must-see terrorism event of the year! According to the tag on the door of this room, it's called the Parlo. I'm investigating what I can. By the way, Taruya, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean about being okay? Well, it's bloody everywhere. I think even I feel the scale of our situation is getting bigger and bigger nonstop. I can't say this now, but Taruya was very weak against these things. But I must say you were timid. Yuki sure knows how to talk, saying all those things in front of me, surprisingly. You are correct. Honestly, the fifth floor is shocking enough that I would never imagine this bloody scent that keeps hitting your nose. I just want to throw this investigation and run away like a coward. But... we made a promise to Satsuki. We vowed to not run away anymore. And these goggles. Haruhiko's goggles are giving me strength. It's scary and I want to run away from everything, but every time I think about that, I think about them too. Aw. Aw, Taruya, my little buddy. Oh, I won't let anything bad happen to you, man. It's kind of funny when I say this, but I'm more serious than ever. No, I can see Taruya's determination clearly. I'm sorry for calling you a coward. To be honest, I'm probably more coward. Oh, I think that was supposed to be Yuki saying that. To be honest, I'm probably more a coward. I don't mind. At least it's not a bad thing to say. Well, then, I'm going to continue investigating the parlor more. Is Maeda going to investigate here, too? Oh, I'll go somewhere else. I'll leave the parlor to you. Okay, I hope you find something, too. Everyone has grown up. Akane surpassed Toyami's death, and Mekru also began to acknowledge and cooperate with us. It's called character development, bud. Taruya also became mentally strong in the sense of Haruhiko's redemption. Even though Kinjo was fainted by shock, he too began to recognize his twisted values, not to mention Haruhiko and Satsuki, who threw away their lives to save us. But what about me? Am I growing? Somehow it feels like everyone is moving away. It's like I'm the only one stuck in one place on my own. Oh, it's okay. You're just the protagonist, man. They don't usually have defined arcs in Danganronpa. It's fine. No, but that is a very interesting point. I wonder if anything's going to come from that. Now, why am I suddenly immersed in this state of futile inferiority? I'm struggling as far as I can to defeat the mastermind alongside everyone else. That's the only action to think and act right now. I mean, to be fair, you did go through some pretty big development in the last chapter. I mean, the little train ride we went on between hope and despair. I mean, do I have to bring the graph up again? Can I examine anything here? It doesn't look like I can. At least not right now. Okay, then. In here! What's this door? They said that the fifth floor is the top door, so it doesn't seem... or the top floor, so it doesn't seem like it'll go anywhere. Is this the rooftop? Drat. Damn it, it's locked. Monokuma, he might have lied, saying that the fifth floor is all open. Still, I feel something is off about this door. There seems to be something really important behind this. I wonder. It's suspicious, but I don't have many options right now, so it's a waste to worry about. Let's leave it alone for now. Alright. Oh, the blood has a hitbox that stops me. Fair enough. I won't want to step in that either, Maeda. Ooh, can I examine this? No, I already examined that. That's why I got the dirty ass coin. That's right. All right, what's in this room? Ah, my other BFF. Akane, here, are you investigating? Yes, but look at this. Oh, another member of the Kisaragi Foundation. What is this? Yamato Kisaragi, the third president of the Kisaragi Foundation. Oh, it's just him. Huh? It's not the same name or something like that, right? Wherever you look, the Kisaragi-kun we met is a former student, right? That's true. It's written as the Kisaragi Foundation that Mekaru mentioned first. Interesting. The fucking goddamn it! I had thought this was the principal's office at first, but when I looked closely, it said it was the collection office. Are we? Maybe we're not in Hope's Peak Academy. Are we in, like, the company building of this Kisaragi Foundation? That just happens to look like Hope's Peak? No, that's stupid. What the fuck am I saying? Principal's office, or if it is the headmaster's office, it's already on the 4th floor. More than that, alternative, this room is... The 5th floor is all bloody in a terrible shape. It's a strange feeling. It feels like only the 5th floor is independent from Hope's Peak Academy. Yeah, you know, even outside of all the blood and shit, it does feel very different. Maybe, like... Didn't they say something about how the Kisaragi Foundation had, like, a deal with Hope's Peak Academy? Maybe, like, the 5th floor was strictly dedicated to whatever the Kisaragi Foundation was doing. It turns out that Mekaru, who I met a while ago, said the same thing. The 5th floor is very different from all the previous floors. There's also the fact that Kisaragi-kun's picture is hanging here. Seems like an important clue that shouldn't be overlooked. I agree with you there. Let's keep in mind and continue investigating other places. There seems to be a lot of information on the 5th floor. It's a bit difficult because of the smell of blood. The smell of blood does get in the way, but doesn't go away. But I'll try my best. All right, let's see what this book is over here. Are these all just pictures of Yamato? There's 3 of the same picture. He was a very egotistical man. There's a small notebook on the desk. There's a notebook full of various articles clipped from the newspaper. Oh, lovely. I think these are all screenshots from Trigger Happy Havoc, right? Let's see. What article is this, huh? Seeing the clipped articles, I couldn't hide my surprise. In the photos of the newspaper article, a gigantic Monokuma, a mob dressed with Monokuma costumes, were publicly revealed. What are these fishy contents? The world's most biggest desperate event in human history? That's almost right. According to the article, the world's situation went in jeopardy due to a sudden simultaneous terrorist attacks all over the world. I think you mean simultaneous terrorist events. It was a crisis that should have never happened again in history. Maeda-kun, what's wrong? You look surprised. Akane, look at this. What, a newspaper? I don't really read the news that much. Besides, newspapers are a dying medium, Maeda-kun. What is this? Monokuma? It seems to be called the most desperate event in human history. Akane, do you know? There's nothing. This absurd thing. No matter how much I read this article, if this had happened, it would have been an uproar on the news or the internet. And the date this event it's said to have occurred is in the future. The future? What else does it say? It's literally the future. We were kidnapped at the entrance ceremony, so we seem to remain here, and it must have passed roughly 2 weeks until today. The date written in this newspaper is 3 months from today. Okay. Oh, so we didn't lose, like, years. We only lost months. Okay, so it's... Okay, so it is different from Trigger Happy Havoc. In that game, they lost, like, at least... I don't remember the exact time frame, but they lost, like, a year, at least, of their life. But it seems in this game it's only a couple months. So that explains my earlier qualm uh about how if there had if you know time had passed between us meeting each other and then now, like one we look different, but if it's only been a couple months, it makes sense. Really, how did this happen? Obviously, it was because of this school circumstance, so we entered a little earlier than the normal semester, right? Yeah, we didn't pay much attention to it because they mentioned the main class, which is not a preparatory department. It is a free atmosphere rather than a standard class schedule. We really didn't bother very much. Thinking about it, the date written in this paper is almost as close to the start of a normal semester. Well, I don't know what it means, but it doesn't make sense that a newspaper is from a future date. The contents of the newspaper are also unconventional, and the whole Monokuma aspect of it could be some fabrication. Clearly. Please, I need the text box so bad. Yeah, I think so too, but maybe something strange happened here. Then for now, let's talk about it with Ray-chan later. Ray-chan must know much more things than we do, so she might be able to clear this something. Okay, then about this notebook. I'll have it. I can hand it to Ray-chan later, okay? Alright. The world's worst desperate event in human history. Why do I get this ominous feeling? Interesting. Very interesting. So I guess the beginning of the game was just supposed to be us entering Hope's Peak like normally. And then maybe while we were actually at Hope's Peak, like, these terrorist attacks happened. Somehow. And somehow Hope's Peak is involved in it. Because they're always fucking involved somehow. Always doing shady shit behind the scenes. And then yeah, I guess that's when Monokuma comes in and erases all memories, cut off past the point we met. Okay, it's coming together, kind of. Mekuru, trying to investigate this room? Man, no, I'd like to, but it's impossible. This room is locked. A lock? Are you saying it can't be open? Just shush and come here. Do you see it? There's a password input panel. Password? Not a normal... Wait, why does it say Monokuma? Not a normal lock? Well, Monokuma said there was nothing locked on the 5th floor. Aha! That's not it! The record room has an auto lock function, so I can't open it as I like. Monokuma. I knew you'd appear because my name changed to your name for a minute. Oh, is it important enough that it needs an auto lock? No, wait, it's not like that. What on earth happened on this 5th floor anyway? What the hell is this? Pooh! Isn't it your job to figure that out? I'm getting paid? I'm glad you like it. This place was specifically left as it was at the time. As it was at the time? I ran my mouth too much. I don't know, so figure it out yourself. Anyway, the door to the rec room will open once you enter the password. Got it? Oh, and one more thing. For the record, only one person can go in if someone is already inside. It won't open even if you enter the password correctly. What? Why does such a pain-in-the-ass system exist? To make mysteries more intriguing, duh! The recording room itself is a single room. I can't do anything with this because it checks the heart rate of the person inside and restricts access. Then what if more than one person entered at the same time? That's impossible too! The sensor at the entrance will activate and the secondary bulkhead doors will lock the entry. Well, you guys don't know the password, so this is useless information anyways. Pooh. Well, of course, Maeda, you don't know the password either. It doesn't matter. Even if it wasn't specifically the rec room, there are still interesting clues in the other rooms as well. Let's continue the investigation by being open-minded. Once the investigation is over, I'll call you, so you better do a good investigation report. Yeah, it should be fine. I'll be grading you. By the way, Mekuru, you are often disgusted at gatherings and reporting investigations. It's rather funny when you ask to report our investigation. Seeing that you won't stop talking means you don't want to investigate. Okay, sure, let's not do it. I was joking, I'm sorry. Oh yeah? I was also joking too. Sorry, go ahead and investigate. Okay. I guess we're bonding. Seriously? Mekaru has no openings. I just got a reverse beating. She kicked my ass, man! Her moves are incredible! But in the past, she would have been angry. I guess taking a joke with a joke is a little better. Alright, I guess there's still more stuff for me to examine here. What am I missing? Oh, I can go in here. Ah. Interesting. Mekaru, you came here? What happened? What's wrong? This room is disturbingly deep. It's not similar to compare it to a small shock. Mekaru did not speak anymore. Okay. What? It looks normal enough. What the hell is this place? It said it was a laboratory. It just looks like a bunch of science junk. No matter where I looked, there was some kind of incubators and blood everywhere. It was an unpleasant place. I'm assuming it's what's in the incubators that matter. I have to investigate, starting from these weird capsules. What is this thing? Some of them have lights as red, and some of them have them as green. Amidst the unpleasant metal, like capsules lined up, while checking one of them, I found a familiar name on front of the bay. Hayame Atano. Oh shit, is this where they're keeping the bodies? Huh? What is Hatano? Why is the name of the dead Hatano? Oh god. This music. Hatano's sent shivers down my spine, sorry. Hatano's name suddenly appeared. No, isn't this really out of place? Suddenly I got a horrifying feeling. Noticed there were only 16 capsules. I ran to one next. Higa Mitsuhiro. Yuck! Mitch's name? Hatano and Mitch. All of them were friends who died after being executed by Monokuma. Okay, so that's who the red ones are. No way, this wouldn't be... What's inside these capsules? It was only after checking the stats of the third capsule I could realize what my sinister premonition was true. That my sinister premonition was true. Yuki Maeda. My name and a green light. Swallowing my spit, I pushed open the capsule with my name on it. What? It's empty. Okay, so this is where they're storing the bodies then, okay. Looking at the 16 capsules, some of them were lit up, some of them had green lights on. In addition, a mark was written on the front of the capsule with a red light next to the name. And a mark symbol, thanks, I didn't know what mark meant, was written on the front of the doors with green lights. Count the numbers, there are 9 red lights and 7 green lights. The names of the green lights capsules were... Yeah, the alive people. All of the living ones. If that's it then the other ones... No way, they can't be. Don't open one of the capsules, please. I don't want to see that. Yes, they can, Maeda-kun. It's exactly what Maeda-kun is thinking. Monokuma, you did this? Yeah, this lab is a place to hold the bodies of the people who have died so far. Yeah, oh god, I really can't fucking read this red text. Even though it's not really a morgue, it would suit for one. These were all made for each one of you. You can open the capsule at any time, so if you miss the faces of your dead friends, take them out and see them. Oh yes. In case I miss Kanata, I'll just open the door and see your decaying, burnt face. That sounds lovely. Oh, although you'll be punished severely for corpse damage, so try to appreciate it as much as possible, okay? You shouldn't touch in a museum, but only use your eyes. How did you do this? This is terrible, you're insane! According to what Monokuma says, there are really my dead friends inside the capsules in front of me. I know that, but how can I understand this? How can you convince yourself of this insane action? Huh? You don't believe me? Then, wait a minute, I'll take one and show... No. What? Stop it, enough! No, don't! Don't do it! I don't want to stop! It's time to stop! Stay still, it's a local test, so why not use Maki's course with the least damaged body? No! Stop! Oh, God. Ah. Dude, why is Monokuma such a dick in this game? I mean, he's always a dick, but Jesus, I feel like this game takes it to another level. How about it? It's been such a long time. Isn't it nice to meet each other again? Maki, how could you? Despite my refusal, he opened the capsule without hesitation, and Monokuma pulled out Maki's body. At the same time, anger flowed inside, while my body couldn't react to anything because of the insane and abnormal situation. Oh, sorry. Even though the degree of damage was small, it's been quite some time since they started to decay. It's been corrupted a lot, huh? It's a bit disgusting, but you can endure it, right? The power of your friendship is stronger, right? Damn you. Oh yeah, the smell of raw flesh is bad for your health, so I'll put this away. Even the ultimate sharpshooter who struggled to like that eventually became like this. Wow, why are you overreacting so much? It's just a corpse. You've seen plenty already. Shut up. Why the hell? What's the reason for showing me this? What's the reason? What else is there than to make you guys despair? What? You guys were the ones who started after the class trial yesterday. That you revealed my identity and tried to punish me. I'm just playing my opposition. Accordingly, see? It is often in boys' comic books, right? When the protagonist powers up and announces a decisive showdown, the villain also powers up accordingly to drive the protagonist even more desperate. It's the same. Damn it, such a terrible thing. Well, no matter how far you go, I wonder if you can reach the truth, let alone my identity. I'm helplessly bored waiting still. For reference, that desperate expression and almost vomiting was very good. It was a nice show for me. To someone like Maeda-kun, boo-hoo-hoo. So goodbye. Damn it, stop joking around. What despair. I'll never forgive you. Monokuma does outrageous, inhumane acts. I have to get back on track and continue to investigate the new areas. I think I've been around all the new places. I decide to move to the dormitory at once. This ain't the dormitory. After roughly completing the investigation of the newly opened places, we decide to gather at the dining hall as usual to report on the investigation according to Mikaru's proposal. Now, let me hear what everyone has investigated. This is the first time a report is being conducted by only 4 people. There are only 4 of us in this giant room. Yeah, thanks. I noticed. It can't be helped. Kinjo and Kurokawa are unconscious, and Kisaragi is out of the topic. Hey, but is it really necessary to report on the investigation here? That is, well, the eyes and ears are open. Akane glanced at the surveillance camera and blurred out her words. Dude, it is so fucking painful actually trying to read this shit right now. Why? Why does the text box just not like me today? Do I smell? Is that why it's leaving me? I think I know what she wants to say. It would only mean that our report of the investigation could be comfortably in Mekaru's room, which is not affected by surveillance cameras. No, you guys have been doing reports in the dining hall so far, haven't you? Then you better do what you've been doing. And I said this, didn't I? You can't stay in that place for long. I said I'll call when we really need it. Until then, do as usual. Although I'll praise you for not saying anything there without thinking. Oh, look, she's praising us now. Yay! Honestly, you guys were dubious about your likeness in your words, but now you're doing very good. Do I get a treat? Oh god, she's living off this praise. I think Akane has a bit of a praise kink. Yes, thanks. Wow, I was praised by Ray-chan. You look like a real teacher. She's not just a real teacher, right? An ultimate level professor, too. Please don't make the same sounds as Maeda. Anyways, let's begin the investigation report. As you know, we've investigated it. The 5th floor was uniquely different, even within the different atmosphere of the school. Yeah, the first thing I discovered was the why does the floor have to be red? Terrible blood stains and spreading across. I think that's what it's saying. Oh my god, stop it with the different color text. The 5th floor and the signs of destruction. I can't even guess what happened in there. I don't think the corridor was originally like that. Is it something like a terrorist event happening at Hope Speak Academy? Because when the second floor was open, there was a notice in the library that the doors to Hope's Peak would be closed. If there was that, then the serious problem mentioned in the notice is what was left on the 5th floor. Wait, that doesn't make sense. When we entered Hope's Peak Academy, there was no notice that Hope's Peak was closing, and the 5th floor should have been fine. And that's where the memory cutoff theory comes back into play. My foot is asleep. Holy shit. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Oh, fuck. Oh, I get blood flowing in my feet. My tootsies. Actually, I have a guess about that problem, but I won't talk about it here, so I'll call you later. For now, let's skip this and start with something else. Well, the rooms on the 5th floor were part of a collection room, record room, and laboratory. There were 4 rooms in total. I checked the parlor room. Like the kitchen and the dormitory, there were cooking utensils, like a gas stove or kitchen knives, so it seems possible to cook in there. Of course, the whole room is covered in blood, so no one would want to cook in a place like that. I examined the collection room. Like Katori-kun said, there was blood everywhere. Well, there was something. There was a picture of him. Him? God. The 3rd president of the Kisaragi Foundation, Yamato Kisaragi. The picture of Kisaragi was hung in the frame of the wall like that. Is that so? That's not all. Next to it were the pictures of people named Yusaki Kisaragi and Hanzo Kisaragi, saying that they were the 1st and 2nd representatives. Kisaragi Hanzo, isn't that the owner of the graduation album? Yes, the 1st representative, Yusaku, was also... It is clear that there is something related to the Kisaragi Foundation Hope's Peak Academy. No, wait. Yamato Kisaragi was the 3rd representative. Yes, that's what we said. Wait, is there no music? There is music. What the fuck? OBS hasn't been playing music this entire time. I am so sorry. Jesus Christ. I'll fix that real quick. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Why do you do this to me, OBS? Why do you change my settings like that? My bad. Fucking damn it. No, wait, Yamato Kisaragi was the 3rd representative. The Kisaragi Foundation couldn't change the representative so quickly. What time frame would this be? It would have been Kisaragi Hanzo at the day of the entrance ceremony. No, this can't be either. Wait, Chan, what's wrong? Never mind, so what else? Better late than never, I suppose, that we got music on. Son of a bitch. Other than that is in... God damn it. I mentioned like 30 minutes ago about how the music sent shivers down my spine too, and you all were probably just sitting there like, what music? What's he talking about? Other than that, there is the collection room. Akane, there were the newspaper clippings. Oh, that's right. Guys, there was something very suspicious, and we had a clue that seemed promising. Look at this. What is this? Look at the contents of it. Looks like a notebook someone cut out and scrapped. The newspaper articles. What is this? Monokuma? The worst desperate event in human history. What kind of joke is this? We don't know either. It was on the desk of the collection room. As it's written here, it seems that there's been an exponential increase in mobs around the entire world and were rioting in each country. Don't be ridiculous. This would have reached the army if that were the case. Where were they? If you look at this paragraph, there's beer. There's been a reactionary molecule, key people among the mob that's responsible for the events of the disaster. So the response team in the event were not under any control due to the reactionary molecules that have been stained by the mobs. I don't think molecules is what he was trying to say there. This is the epicenter of this riot is called Hope's Peak Academy. Stupid. But I didn't know about such an event. We don't, right? I mean, this massive terror cannot happen in just a few weeks like we are. That's true. Maybe it was Monokuma's manipulation. Honestly, it's not even real. That giant Monokuma destroys a building. It's not even science fiction. It's not even a science fiction movie. It's also too absurd, but it's not that there is only the possibility of a manipulation. According to this newspaper, the worst desperate event in history of mankind has occurred in the future. In the future. It must have been about 2 weeks since we were here, the entrance ceremony, but even calculating from that, there's still a few months left until the date written in the newspaper. Then what is it? It's not like the newspaper flew in from the future in a time machine. I also heard Maeda-kun's words and thought this could only be a manipulation. But I don't know, why make such an elaborate operation? If you think about it, it's obvious that all the videos of the first motive to be manipulated... Oh my god, it's so hard to fucking read this. So there's nothing to be surprised about now, right? Future, 5th floor, Hope's Peak Academy, 3rd generation representative? As expected, I'm convinced at this moment. Mekaru, what's wrong? No, I'll tell you later. Give me that notebook, I'll handle it. Okay. Just throws it in the trash can. Yeah, for now, put all suspicious things on hold. At least I turned the music on in time to hear the Ultra Despair Girl soundtrack. What's next? Do you find anything else? Maybe it's for the best, but Mekaru, aren't you overlining too roughly? Whatever that means. Of course I think it's a manipulation, but I think we should put some thought into it more. I think he meant overlooking. Mekaru made a stared at Teruya without saying anything, and raised her head towards the camera. Yeah, although it's better to leave the complicated things aside. Let's get into the investigation report. Well, I mainly investigated the collection room and hallway. There was a place called the record room. What's going on there? Record room, I couldn't enter. The door is locked with a password input device. So if you don't know the password, the door won't open. That sounds very important. Then what about the lab? Did anyone search the lab? Yeah, I don't want to talk about the lab. What, Rei-chan, Maeda-kun? You two were silent all of a sudden. Don't be alarmed and listen. It's something we learned while searching the lab. There were 16 capsules in the lab, and those capsules were the bodies of the people who have died so far inside. I couldn't read that, but I'm just guessing that's what it said. What? Huh? Did I hear something wrong just now? Are you deaf? It's bodies. Of the 15 of us, there are 16 capsules, including Yamato Kisaragi's, and the dead ones have their bodies stored inside them. Surely this is just nonsense, a real corpse! I know it sounds like crazy, but it's true. Monokuma took out Monkey's body and showed it to me. That's so horrible! How can you do that to humans? Yeah, I'll admit that's twisted. Well, when was Monokuma not insane anyways? Anyways, in the case of the people who are still alive, a green light is on the capsule. That means if we die in the future, we'll be in the capsule? Yeah. That's crazy. I can't forgive them for harassing people who have already died. Yes, it's better if you get more fighting spirit risen further to aspire more into looking for more clues. Unfortunately, the lab had nothing else to be discovered except that insane site. Then that's everything from the 5th floor compared to the previous one? I guess the progress was somewhat better. There's another door right at the end of the 5th floor, but that was also locked. No, but isn't that weird? The 5th floor is mentioned to be wide open by Monokuma, but there are 2 places locked? It's wrong to believe what he says in the first place. Looking at your priorities right now, you don't know anything about the library either. Suddenly the library came up? Oh, that's right. There was a locked door behind the library that was also open there. Yes, I told Maeda. It's the way you heard it. The inside of that door was a small solitary room, similar to the 5th floor. Flower pots were broken. Even if there's a bookshelf, all the books are gone or damaged. But I found something interesting in it. Interesting? It was only half torn, but it was a diary written by someone, like a small notebook. Maeda, don't interrupt my words. Sorry. Anyways, the contents of the diary are like this. We barely lied to you. For the time being, you just have it all memorized? Jesus. How long were you in that room rereading it just to get it in your head? Also, this diary was still here. Well, there are only a few who came now. A day has passed. Everyone can't hide their anxiety. But they can't help it. We can't get out of this place. In worst case, we could live here forever. But it would be better than... Quite a bit of time has passed. Now, the mood is somewhat calming. However, I feel an unknown anxiety. Is this really it? The anxiety that I felt inside was getting bigger and bigger. I don't want to believe it, but if there's a class among us, from the moment we entered, then we're finished. The suspects are them. They are suspicious. That's what it said. Was that weird? I don't even know what they're talking about. It's no wonder you don't understand, because you're an idiot with no way to salvation. Jesus Christ. Some of the letters are blurred out, and the back part is not torn, but this alone gives you a great clue, doesn't it? A clue? That we might live here our whole life, that we can't get out. Doesn't it feel similar to our situation? Well, there's that too, but I'm not sure about the person who wrote it. I'm not sure about the person who wrote is in the same position like us, but it's a bit different from us when they say we barely arrived. And it wasn't written that long ago because of the dust on the paper and dry ink. I mean, it may be a little different, but it was written by a person in this building. Now then, I'll ask at this point, if there's a person who wrote this article, out of the 16 of us, including Yamato Kisaragi, who would it be? Oh, well, wouldn't it be possible to find out by doing handwriting surveys? But that method won't work with our dead friends, and we already know the person who wrote in this diary is the current people alive. The handwriting check is bullshit, but my head is right. The person who wrote this article is one of the currently alive people. How can we be so sure? It's a guess, but from the nuances of the first paragraph, the author was not the first person to arrive here. But we were the ones to attend Hope's Peak Academy for the first time. Except for one person, the one who is unidentified and sure enough to hang a photo in this building. You don't mean Kisaragi. It is most likely that guy, Mikako Kurokawa. Why Mikako-chan? In here, that's all I can tell you. In this place right now, other than that, there were no other new clues. Mekaru quickly noticed the surveillance camera and hurriedly terminated her speech. Right. But we're in trouble. We found out very little. No, we didn't have a clue before, but we have found a lot. That's a huge fact, too. Really? That's Ray-chan for you. Well, this is also a fact I realized after investigating with you. Oh, she has such a pure smile. In that aspect, you have my gratitude. Thank you. Oh, I love her so much. Oh, bye, girl. Mekaru, where are you suddenly going? What about the investigation report? What is it? Aren't we done reporting? This is all I can tell you in this place right now. I'll call you later, so you do your usual stuff. Alright, time to jerk off. What? She's gone. We've gotten a lot closer since Ray-chan said she was going to be with us, but it seems like she's reluctant to be with us somewhere in her mind. Still, where does Mekaru want to do this? Let's think better. Right, everyone knows what Mekaru was trying to say. Yes, now Ray-chan is more dependent, so let's follow Ray-chan's words. Aye, then we have to go to that newly opened library room. I'll go around and investigate. Let's behave as Mekaru suggested. Yeah, but something bothers me a little. What's wrong, Akane? No, it's just, I'm worried about Kinjo-kun and Mikako-chan. Well, that's one thing, but now that first aid has been done, we have no choice but to wait for them to recover. And that's true for Kurokawa, but is Kinjo not awake? A day has already passed. Yep, that's for granted. If Kinjo-kun was awake, he would have been severely punished because he didn't come out when introducing Kisaragi-kun. Monokuma. Go away, we never called you. Well, easy, I just came to answer my Edo-kun away anyway. One more thing about Kinjo-kun. I haven't seen any signs of him waking up, or any shocks at all. It's gone. Still have to listen to Monokuma, it makes sense. If Kinjo had been awake, he would have heard Monokuma's call and came to the gym because if we don't follow, we get punished. That's more worrying though. Kinjo-kun, I haven't seen any signs of him waking up. Honestly, when he was in the ballroom and then waking up to oh my god, what the fuck? Honestly, when he was in the ballroom and then waking up to see stuff like this, I'd rather want him to be fainted like this. No, I believe that if you were Kinjo, you will surely realize your wrong values and wake up. Yeah, I feel the same way, and it's best to join forces with Kinjo and get out of here, right? Not Kinjo-kun? You dropped the honorifics? I was just joking. Alright, then let's move. Schrodinger's douchebag. Mekaru realized something due to the newly discovered clues on the 5th floor. Thanks to the surveillance camera, it was hard to talk right now. So for now, let's spend time investigating as usual until Mekaru calls us. Alright, free time, baby. Oh, come to think of it, I also decided to talk to Kisaragi as well. Before we investigate, I should probably talk to him. We couldn't communicate well, but I think he's still in the dormitories. Let's find him. Alright, we'll do that next time. I apologize once again for this episode not having music for most of it. That's my bad. You all can make fun of me in the comments. It's okay. I give you permission. I deserve it. But either way, if you made the star, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys had a lovely time and have a great day. I love you all. Stay safe out there. See you then. Bye bye.